Sometimes it takes a lot for me to think of an intro, and then sometimes it comes to me. Today isn't one of those days. What's up, Fin fans? OTAs today. Not a lot of news for you because it's closed off to the media. What I got for you is press conferences from TJ McDonald, Jesse Davis, Bobby McCain, and Kenyon Drake. So the one thing I do have for you guys since the OTAs were closed to the media is this video that shows two defensive backs climbing the ladder to get that ball. The guy in the front is 26, which is Maurice Smith, a safety. And the guy in the back, who looks like he's friggin' flying, I don't know who that is. I'm trying to figure out his number. It kind of looks like it's Rashad Jones. It looks like 20. I'm not 100%, but that's what they can do. And then you have this video, I'll put it over here, of our boy Robert Quinn working the pads, doing his thing. I'm not as good as him because I haven't played football in a long time, but so let's get right into the interviews, or in the wise words of me that I tend to say at the beginning of these things, let's get started. So we're going to start this Bama Jamma off with TJ McDonald. First thing he brought up, and the first thing he said, is that all the safeties are learning both safety positions. They're learning how to play free safety, and they're learning how to play strong safety. Will that work? I don't know. It's probably so they could be interchangeable. But some safeties, they're not good in coverage, and they're better in the box and better at tackling. We'll see. I like the method to the madness of trying to learn both positions so you can be versatile. Next, he said he heard about the talks about him being moved to linebacker, but he said he's a safety. So apparently he doesn't want to be moved to linebacker, and apparently the coaches don't want to move him to linebacker, so apparently he's not moving to linebacker. Robert Quinn, who he played with TJ McDonald in St. Louis, and now he's with the Dolphins, he's a beast. He says his work ethic is off the chains, and he's a game changer. That's what Cameron Wake was. Whenever we needed that fourth down sack, and when we ever needed that big sack to stall them, Cameron Wake did for us. So to have two game changers, if in fact he still is a game changer, is muy bueno, or in English, very good. When it comes to his competition with Minkah Fitzpatrick, he essentially just said, look, I'm going to control what I can control, and I'm going to do the best I can. I don't know. Will Minkah Fitzpatrick start? I kind of say yes, only because TJ McDonald is very bad in coverage, and right now we need a coverage safety, and we need a safety to play, back and make sure there's no over-the-top stuff. Because Rashad Jones is all right at that. He did win us that Falcons game, but Rashad Jones is that thumper that we want up top, blitzing the cornerback and making those tackles, and then we need that guy up back helping out. So I would like to see Minkah Fitzpatrick start, but if he doesn't, I'm not upset with it because I know he will get on the field. The next thing, he talked about Ryan Tannehill. He said the biggest thing that was missed was his leadership. And he also said that at practice and OTAs, he chirps back at the defensive backs when they chirp at him, when they talk crap and all that stuff, which is, there was that story about him talking about pay and stuff, but, if there's good competition within a team, shit talking. You can't take it and be all butthurt about it. It's stupid. But the one of the things he said, and apparently that's a motto with the defensive backs, is don't let the ball go over your head. Which, yeah, please stop having those over-the-top passes for long plays. Friggin' Sammy Watkins burnt us a bunch of times, and it's just, keep it in front of you. Keep it in front of you. So another note doesn't have to do with TJ McDonald's press conference. With Dom Capers was at the OTAs in practice today. Dom Capers in 2006 was a great defensive coordinator for the Miami Dolphins. We were ranked 5th in the NFL, but then in 2007 we were ranked 30th. So it's like big disparity, but I still think he was a good defensive coordinator, even though his last year with us he was ranked 30th, because he still was a great defensive coordinator. It's cool to see him there. But anyway, back to the press conferences, and now we go on to Jesse Davis. And for some reason, I don't know why, but the offensive linemen have very short press conferences. Essentially, he talks about the fact that he was told, look, you're the #1 right guard, and you're the starting right guard. So it's going to be sitting Then I don't know who at center, but it's probably going to be Kilgore, and then Jesse Davis at right guard, which means Ted Larson is going to be a backup. He also said that it's very easy to just stick to playing right guard instead of trying to be an offensive lineman that plays right guard and left tackle. It's probably better on his fucking brain. And like the last thing he talked about was sitting. How the dude's a beast. You just like to keep up with this dude. You got to work hard, and he pushes the offensive line, and which I love. And I love the fact that now we have these big, burly, like bearded, badass offensive linemen. Hopefully this offensive line can kick some ass. The next guy up is Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake said he grew a lot from his rookie year. He said he was very immature. He wasn't mentally prepared for his rookie year. Maybe that's why he didn't get a lot of play time or whatever, or maybe Gase was being his stubborn self. But that will change. When Frank Gore was drafted and came to the league, Kenyon Drake was in the 5th or 6th grade. So there's the age difference. But he was raving and saying how great Frank Gore was and how much of a leader and how he looks up to him and how he's a future Hall of Famer and this and that. All the stuff that we know, and very happy that Frank Gore is with the Miami Dolphins. He talked about Mika Fitzpatrick and how he was a professional from jump when he got recruited to Alabama, because they both played on Alabama, I think, for a year together. A year or two together. Because Kenyon Drake was drafted 2 years ago. Yeah, about a year or two together. He also brought up the whole thing about that he's the fastest, all the people on the team. Same thing that Wilson said, I really want them to race. Please, race and put it on Twitter or wherever, but I need to see Kenyon Drake, I need to see Kenny Stills, I need to see Jakeem Grant, and I need to see Albert Wilson race. It's something I need to see. He brought up Frank Gore again, and he said that if he can have half of the career that Frank Gore has had, he thinks it's a win. And he loves the team. He says that with this team, sky's the limit with the talent and all the guys we have on our team, which I agree. If they play to their potential and if this whole entire team plays how they should, this team can be lights out good. But there's going to be those growing pains because a lot of them are young, so we will see. Then he finally, the last thing he said, that it was just like, this is like, you could tell he's grown from the BS that he's like dealt with when it came to that Buffalo game, is that he said the only reason why he is the leading rusher in the last 5 games of last season was because Todd Gurley didn't play the final game. So he doesn't think he'd be the leading rusher of the last 5 games of last season when he started because Todd Gurley didn't play the last game. I like the humbleness of him. I like that he's not like, I'm the best and blah, blah, blah. He's like, look, Todd Gurley would have beat me because Todd Gurley's a beast. But Kenyon, don't knock yourself short because I think you're going to be real good. Finally, they talked to Bobby McCain, and Bobby McCain even noticed that this isn't his contract year. This is his last year of his contract, so he needs to ball out, which you will see a lot of players do that. When they're in their last year, they play hard, they play above where they normally play, just so they can get that money. But then that's the scary part, because then when they get their money, they kind of, aka Joe Flacco. I'm gonna have Raven fans just fucking roasting me now, being like, yo, Joe Flacco, you gonna talk about Joe Flacco? Ryan Tannehill doesn't have a Super Bowl. What about you, Jay Cutler, Chad Pennington? You haven't had shit since Dan Marino. Talk about Joe Flacco. Bro, Joe Flacco sucks. Ever since he made his Super Bowl money, he sucks. He also said, back to the press conference, Bobby McCain said, Dan Marino isn't as bad as he thought. Because if you remember, the two of them used to get into heated arguments and stuff on the field. And now that he actually knows him, he's like, he's not that bad of a guy, blah, blah. Obviously, you're teammates now, so you're not going to hate him. I asked him about any contract talks, like if the Dolphins talk to you about an extension or this and that. And we'll read you a tweet from a guy who like literally wrote down what he said. And he goes, Dolphins Bobby McCain on whether he and the team have talked about a new deal yet. I'm just trying to play ball. Meaning, no, they haven't talked to him yet. But why would they talk to him when they have no money? They don't have any money to give to anybody. That's why Kendricks isn't signed. That's why Hankins isn't signed. And that's why no one's getting an extension. Because they got no fucking money. Come Friday, they'll have money. come Friday, I'll make a video because I know for a fact they're going to sign some players. So, till then, hold your horses. Bobby McCain brought up too that Minka Fitzpatrick, and Rashad Jones both have interceptions in the 4 days of 11-11s they've done. I'm not going to cry, but it makes me very happy. Okay, and then finally, he said something that I was like, I think we all saw. But he said that the D lost its fire last year, and we all noticed that because they were playing pretty decent, and then all of a sudden, like, there's games they'd play good, and there's games that they would just get toasted, and you saw it, that they just had nothing to them. And yeah, so that was the end of Bobby McCain. But back to what TJ McDonald said, because I just want to reiterate one point. He said the one thing he missed the most from Ryan Tannehill was that leadership, that fire he had. You noticed it because there was a lot of games where the team took the mantra of Jay Cutler. Have you guys ever seen the replacements? Because us having Ryan Tannehill back is like having Falco. And then us last year having Jay Cutler was kind of like having Martell. You know, the one guy just does what he wants because he's getting paid and he doesn't give a shit, whereas we now have the guy who fights for our team and he likes being on the Dolphins. So it's good to have Tannehill back. But that was the press conferences. Again, it wasn't open to media. Tomorrow the OTAs will be open to the media. So tomorrow you'll get that nice long, full, in-depth video of mine where I give you all the gist of what the hell happened. Hit that like button and comment below. Let me know if you like me doing these press conference videos. Let me know if you guys like me telling you what they said in the press conference so you don't have to read it or watch it. If you don't, let me know, and I'll do other things. Like if there's no OTAs are open to the public, then I'll do something else. Like I have a ton of ideas. Just let me know below. Hit the like button if you like me doing these press conferences. Also hit the like button if you like my videos. I appreciate it. But also comment below what you think about what I said, what you think about what the players say, but also let me know, you know, say, the press conferences are kind of boring, you can do other stuff when the OTAs are not open to the public, or be like, no, we appreciate what you do with the OTAs being not in this, and that. Just let me know if you want me to keep doing this, because I do it for you guys, so if you're like, I don't care, then I'll stop. How about that? Subscribe, if you haven't already. Subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I feel good in my heart. Follow me on Twitter. That's a big thing. Go follow me on Twitter because that's where I can talk to you guys without having to post in the comments, because sometimes I'll post in the comments and then I don't get anything back because you guys watch the video and then you comment and then that's it, which I don't blame you. So follow me on Twitter so you can see my tweets of me asking what you guys would like me to do, what next video you guys would like me to do, and all that jazz. Also check out my gaming channel, BitBoys. We play a ton of video games. Comment there. Let us know games you'd like to play. Madden 19 is coming out August 10th. It's coming out early this year. We are going to be playing Madden 19 on the channel when it comes out. I'm getting the Hall of Fame edition with all the packs and everything. We're going to be opening packs. We're going to be doing all that cool stuff. So be sure to go to youtube.com/bitboys. Subscribe there. Let us know what other games besides Madden you'd like us to play. We'll play more. We're going to play more Fortnite, so don't worry about that. But go over there, subscribe, let us know. Do all that good stuff because I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Also, if you go over there, like I said before, and you comment, I will send you a free wristband. I have a few wristbands I have to send out. So to the guys that I owe wristbands to, don't worry, they will be coming out soon. But other than that, I appreciate you guys. Hope you had a great Memorial Day. Tomorrow, like I said, open the OTAs. So we'll be able to talk more about what we're seeing, and like usual, from the bottom of my heart until August, when we can finally sit back and watch actual football. That's up. And then some of you guys were like, nah, you're just being too optimistic, blah blah blah. Well, this video today is for you guys. These are the reasons why you shouldn't be optimistic, or why 2018 isn't going to be everything we hoped it's going to be. So let's start off with the schedule.